My thoughts on nutrition, I'm going to give you my opinion and where I think a lot of people go wrong. So now in the what we call the fitness industry, isn't so much fitness these days. A lot of people are concentrating so much on how they look on the outside, they forget all about what's going on in the inside. My thoughts: to be the best athlete you can be, when you're doing sports like bodybuilding, powerlifting, you are going to have to push food, which is not the healthiest. So when your performance really goes up, is performance is health. The more you push to the extreme, the more your health will go down. The healthier you become, the more your performance will go down. So you can get this nice happy media where you're going to look great and feel great, but when you push to the extreme, to look amazing is going to take from your health. To be really healthy is going to take from that amazing look. So unfortunately, that's the way it is. If you want to be the best bodybuilder you possibly can, you're not going to be the healthiest person on the planet. If you want to focus purely on your health, you're not going to be the best bodybuilder on the planet. But there's a happy media, and we can do it the best way we can. So my thoughts now is a lot of people are doing it the wrong way. A lot of people are very impatient. They want to get as big as they possibly can in the shortest time possible. How are they doing that? Taking far too many drugs, eating copious amounts of food, but not so much the amount of food, the wrong foods. I'm seeing so much now in the industry. People are cramming massive amounts of sugar, crap, dirty bulk. I heard this earlier, somebody on a dirty bulk eating copious amounts of sugar filled crap, gallons of milk. And this is certain somebody in the industry who's gone viral massively lately is guzzling down liters and liters of chocolate milk and just saying calories in, calories out. Your body doesn't work like that. To be the best athlete you can be, you've got to give your body what it needs. It needs really good protein. It needs really good healthy fats and tons of nutrients, lots of fiber, lots of vitamins, lots of minerals. It does not need sugar. Sugar is going to take away from a lot of your minerals. When you eat too much sugar, you're going to become deficient in B1. It's going to stop the absorption of vitamin C. It's terrible for you. It's like a poison to your body. Let's just go to a little dive into carbohydrates without going too deep into it. When you eat a carbohydrate, it gets broken down into your blood sugars. That will cause a spike in insulin. The more sugar in your blood, the more insulin released. Insulin's job is to go and pick up all of the blood sugars and take it to its destination. It will either be stored in the muscle to be used as energy, or it will be stored as emergency energy in the form of fat. So too many carbs obviously are going to store a lot of fat. But without those carbs, you're not going to get that explosive power if you're doing things like powerlifting. Too many carbs over long periods of time are going to put lots and lots of stress onto the pancreas, which will stress the liver, the kidney, and the gallbladder. When these have been stressed over long periods of time, it can create diseases like diabetes, many other diseases, but that's just one of the most common ones that will cause you massive problems in the future. This is why really high carbohydrate diets over long periods of time are one of the most unhealthy things you can do. You may think you're eating healthy if you're eating potatoes, rice, pastas. These are not healthy foods. Potato is probably the best because it's the least processed carb. When you're eating things like pasta or noodles, these are highly processed foods. The more you process a food, the more nutrients are lost out of that food. So remember, you need the nutrients. The more you process it, the more nutrients are lost. Healthy foods are full of good fats and nutrients. So stick to eating real food. These fads now, like cream of rice. What is cream of rice? It's basically a highly, highly, highly processed rice. So it's all of the nutrients lost out of it. So now it is basically like a sugar. A sugar is classed as one glucose molecule. When there's lots of molecules together, it becomes a starch. So the difference is the sugar will go into you and it's already broken down, so it's straight into your bloodstream. When it's a starch, your body has to break it down. So the more of those molecules attached together, the slower it will get into your bloodstream. So the less insulin released at that one time. Nice and steady. Your blood, whereas sugar, your blood sugar is going to go up and then down. And when it goes down, you release hunger hormones, which are going to make you want to binge, and it's going to put massive amounts of stress on your whole health system and your pancreas. So the more, if you're going to eat carbs, the more complex the carb, the better on your health it will be. Something like a wild rice, brown rice, or a sweet potato has all its nutrients still in it. It's full of fiber. So that's not going to spike your blood sugars much, whereas something like the cream of rice, it's processed so much that it's going to spike your insulin through the roof and put huge stress onto your health. Not only that, these are the more healthy foods. Now in the fitness industry, people are cramming themselves full of all kinds of crap. These protein bars full of sugar. The Cocoa Pops is a big one now after training. People are eating copious amounts of sugar and crap. So basically they think, I need to fill the muscle, replenish the glycogen. All you're doing is poisoning your body and stopping it from getting the nutrients that it needs. So to get the best performance, stop eating that shit. Stop eating the sugar. It's poison to your body. You need to give your body good nutrients. Things like steak, salmon, eggs, good fats, avocado, some mixed nuts. These are packed with nutrients. Some of the best nutritionally dense foods you can eat will be like liver, shellfish. You need to be having these on a daily basis if you're pushing your body to the extreme in bodybuilding, because it's so dense with all the nutrients that your body needs. When you're just packing it full of sugar, you are going to create disease in your body over time. You're going to completely ruin your gut. You're not going to be able to digest foods properly when you don't eat the right foods. So after time, you're going to kill off your microbiome. You're going to get loads of inflammation in the body. Lots of people are moaning, can't train this, can't train that. I've got pains in my knees, pains in my back, pains in my tendons. Usually that comes from eating highly processed foods and huge amounts of sugars and simple carbs. It causes so much inflammation in the body, it's going to cause you pain. I guarantee if you cut all that shit out and ate properly, those pains would go away and you'd be able to train a lot harder, a lot better. So if you're really serious about your training, and more importantly, you should be more serious about your health, because nobody wants to get to 50, 60 years old and have massive health complications where they can't even do things like walk up their stairs properly. So you need to look after this body. You've only got one of them. If your sole purpose in life is to get as big as you possibly can, then great. But you need to know it's going to massively take away from your health. So know exactly what you're getting into, and don't be fooled by listening to the shit that's out there that you need to poison your body to get big. It's not necessary to put all that shit into your body. And remember, the more nutrients your body has, the better it's going to perform. Eating all that shit will take away from the nutrients. You're going to get pains in your body everywhere. You're going to end up injuring yourself. Everything is just going to become painful. And the longer you do it, for the many, many years, the more diseases you're going to create in your body. So my take on the whole diet in the industry these days is stop eating fucking shit. Give your body what it needs.